Getting started with SilkTest using the classic agent. What I'm going to talk about today is working your way through the workflow for the classic agent, and we're going to work our way through the first 5 buttons of the toolbar. So we're going to go ahead and click the Open Project button, and when you do that, you're able to create a project, give it a name, and we create a folder structure the same as the project name, and we store everything to go that we record in that folder structure. Then we're going to, second step is to enable extensions, and when you enable extensions, you're going to pick your application out of the list of running applications, and we're going to go ahead and pick your application, and SilkTest will set up to test the technology that your application was built with. Then we'll click the third button, which is set the recovery system, and again you're going to pick your application out of the list of running apps, and SilkTest will acquire information about the application. And the reason it does that is we have an automatic recovery system in SilkTest. So if you're running a suite of tests and for whatever reason the application crashes, SilkTest is able to restart the application, get it to a known state, and continue with the rest of the test suite. And of course then we're going to move into the fourth button, which is recording a test case, and the fifth button, which is running a test case. Alright, so let me go ahead and get over to SilkTest. Here is the SilkTest user interface, and we're going to test a browser app, and here I have the browser up and running, and I have it set for the base page of my application. So I'm going to go ahead and work through the workflow toolbar here. So we're going to open a project, create a new project. In this case it's going to be a browser application, and I'm going to go ahead and give the project a name, and I'm going to click OK. And notice in our toolbar here we have 2 buttons. The green button, which says OA in the little icon for Open Agent, and we have the Classic Agent. And I'm going to go ahead and set that toolbar button for the Classic Agent, alright, which you can see it modified the toolbar here. And now that I've got my project created, and again it created a folder structure the same name as my project, and everything is going to go into that folder structure. Then I'm going to click my second button here, Enable Extensions, and I'm going to pick my application out of the list of running applications, and I'm going to click the Select button, and it recognizes that I'm testing IE7. And now what it wants me to do, in order to hook the browser, it wants me to go ahead and restart the browser and set that base page. So I'm going to go ahead and close the browser. I'm going to relaunch the browser, and I'll set that base page. Okay, and now that I've got the base page set, notice the test button has become enabled. I'll go ahead and click the test button, and we're ready to test the browser. And now I'm ready to move to my third button, which is set the recovery system. And again I'm going to pick my application out of the list of running apps, and SilkTest creates the recovery system. So here SilkTest knows how to restart the app, and you can extend the recovery system to be whatever you need it to be. If there was an authentication dialog, you can uncomment these lines, supply the authentication information, and SilkTest will automatically take care of an authentication dialog. But you can extend the recovery system to be whatever you need it to be, and all of that information is explained in the help. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and record a test case. And by default we name the test cases Test 1, Test 2, Test 3, and you can rename them to anything you like. And notice over here the default base state is we're going to use the recovery system. So since there's an existing browser running, SilkTest will take control of the existing browser and set the base page. Right? So we'll click Start Recording. Brought the browser to the foreground. We're setting the base page, and we'll see the recorder pop up in the lower right, and there it is. So now I can go ahead and exercise my application. All right, I'll go ahead and order an item. All right, and I'll go out and fill my form in here. Scroll down so I can get to the button, and here I am back at the base page. So I'm done recording. I'm going to go ahead and click the Done button, and I'm going to paste to the editor, and I'm going going to save my window declaration, so I just click the OK button. And here is the script I just recorded. Okay. Let's go ahead and dismiss the browser, and I'll show you how this script plays back. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and click the Run Test Case button. And I haven't saved the test case to a file yet, so I'm going to go ahead and give the file a name, and it's asking if I want to add it to the project. The answer is yes. And now it brings up the test case for execution, and I can go ahead and click the Run button. And when I click the Run button, the first thing is the recovery system kicks in. The browser wasn't running, so SilkTest goes out and starts up the browser, sets the base page, and now drives the test case. Okay, so let's go back to our slides. And here, just to recap, we worked our way through the workflow toolbar. We created a project, we enabled extensions, we set the recovery system, we recorded the test case, and we ran the test.